Users are reporting that they are unable to reach the website networks.com. PCs were recently changed to point at Google's DNS server instead of the local DNS server. I'm going to check from PC 0, but any of them would suffice. An attempt to access networks.com fails. The possible issues are that the DNS server is not properly configured or it's not reachable. We could start troubleshooting from layer 1 or layer 2, but layer 3 would make the most sense. If we validate that layer 3 is configured and operating properly, then that can eliminate issues with layer 1 and layer 2. PC 0 has an IP and a default gateway, and it's reachable. So layer 1 and layer 2 are working correctly. PC 0 is unable to reach the DNS server's IP, so let's look at the gateway. Does the gateway, switch 1, have a route to the DNS server's network? Switch 1 has an OSPF route to the network via router 1. It doesn't have reachability though. A trace route will help give clues. The output reveals that there is a loop between router 1 and router 3. Log into router 1 and view the routing table. It has a static route via router 3. View the routing table on router 3. It has an OSPF route via router 1. That is causing the loop, but the question is why? Per the diagram, router 3 is participating in OSPF. Checking the OSPF-enabled interfaces shows that only one, the one towards router 1, is enabled. Checking interface status shows that the port towards switch 5 is administratively down. This is preventing router 3 from learning the route from switch 5. One of the constraints was not changing the administrative status of interfaces, so we can't enable it. Router 3 learned the route via router 1, meaning router 1 also has an OSPF route, but it is not using it. Recall that all routers within an area have the same OSPF database. Viewing the database reveals that switch 5 is indeed advertising that route. You can see the LSA for that route here in the OSPF database. Router 1 is not using the OSPF route because the static route exists and has a lower administrative distance. We could remove the static route, but the constraints say no adding or removing static routes. But there's nothing about modifying them. The static route can be removed from the routing table by making it less favorable. It is achieved by making its administrative distance higher. The changes in packet tracer do not take effect without intervention. Real devices would recalculate automatically. You can restart router 1 after saving to startup, but the better method would be to clear the routing table. The OSPF route is now in the routing table. Return to the PC and check reachability to the website.